I'm all for manifestation and manifesting, but I'm not for hugging myself in the bloody mirror. Nah.
Then you can do breath work.
Oh no, don't get me started on that.
Okay.
Nah.
Hello. Happy Thursday.
Get your painting things out. Get your French berets on and your canvas out. Or whatever you call it.
Canvas.
Canvas. Get your canvas out. Canvas? Canvas.
Right,
I'm getting mine.
We'll get more in elocution lessons for next week.
Because this week we have an artiste on the podcast. It's Lena Redfords. Hello.
Hi.
An artiste with a twist.
Yes.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, so basically we are here to talk about a subject that is getting thrown around. It's manifestation. So this I feel like is a word, especially in 2025, and it will definitely get carried on 2026, that it just gets like thrown around in every sentence.
Yeah, I really feel like we lost a little bit of a definition what manifestation is.
Yes.
Like the original definition.
So what is the original definition of manifestation?
How do you understand it? What do you think it is?
I think that if you manifest something, it means that you basically write down either a goal, or if it's, I want to say wish, but not like, I want a new Louis Vuitton bag, don't we all? But that you really visualize it happening and you really put yourself in the position of it happening. That's what I think manifestation is. What do you think?
I would say if somebody said to me, what is that? It's me willing something to happen. Me, sort of not planning it, but sort of willing it to happen. But
yeah, opening yourself up to a possibility of that happening to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically it's what it is. But now we are really talking about it being like a magical thinking. Manifestation is like magic. You make a wish and universe grants it to you, which is not true at all. Manifestation is basically related to neuroscience. So you basically rewriting your brain, you're changing your neuron connections to let yourself be that person who have that what you're manifesting for. That's something. It can be materialistic, it can be not materialistic. You can manifest a true love. But for example, if you're a person who is, super reserved, shy, and you want a very outgoing person in your life who is a Prince Charming, and you manifest in a Prince Charming, you're not going to have it. You're going to be constantly disappointed because you're not putting yourself in a surroundings where this Prince Charming exists.
So, right. That's a big subject. Now, I'll say something, but then we'll go back to what you said.
Okay.
So I recently came across someone in my path, and I felt like she was trying to promote manifestation as like, buy my course and you're going to find love. I manifested wealth, and she's got like a private jet behind her. Okay. And you're like, nah, love, like, did you? So then you have someone that's desperate that will pay for that course.
100%.
So, and there's a big thing on like, I manifested my husband. Oh, don't.
No, you didn't.
Don't. It really gets me. I hate that. How to manifest the perfect boyfriend. Pfft, please. So how do you manifest love?
So basically, you need to understand, first thing, you take responsibility for your wish. It's your responsibility to find that right person. It's your responsibility to put yourself out there, to understand who you're looking for. So it's like the basic. It's not that universe will like send the right person towards you. Somehow it will appear in your apartment. Because if you, in your sweat pants drinking wine in a house on a Friday night, no one is going to magically show up on your sofa. You have to go out and do something for that.
Amen.
There's two things I want to address. One is that word, manifesting. I just feel, and this was my husband that came up with this thing, so I'll give him credit. It's a buzzword. It's one that people use without really knowing or understanding what it is. The second thing is, It was about 6 years ago. We went for a lunch with a friend of ours, and she was asking me what's happening in my life. You know, there was things that were going to change. I was going to be moving from one country to another. And we had a conversation. And she said to me, she said, that is 6 times you have said if. And I said, all right, okay. And she said, change the word if to when. So what she said was, because she asked me what's happening in my love life. You just happened to mention love life, and that's why I bring it up. And I said, well, if I meet somebody, and if, you know, and if, and if, and if. She said, change the word if to when. So I went, okay. I thought, crazy. So I came home, and at that point, I had been doing a bit of therapy work, and I thought, right, I'll write about this. And I changed the word if to when. And I'm not just saying this, within 6 months, I met my now husband.
She manifested her husband.
I manifested.
Right, so
No,
I'm going to be
didn't
writing.
manifest him. I didn't. I just changed the way I was thinking, and I've made myself open to.
That's what manifestation is. You changed the way you're thinking about your love. You changed you didn't make it as a possibility. Oh, one day if this happens, then you're like, you're certain, you're calm about that. You're talking about like when I'm going to meet him, like there is no doubt inside of you that it's going to happen. So that's the second part about manifesting. It's you need to be calm about what you wanted to manifest. Inside your body, it doesn't need to have any tension. Because a lot of the times we want something because everyone around us having it. Or because by your age you have to have it because that's how the society works. Which is not true. Like if all your friends are getting married, but you care about like traveling and setting up your business, you may not even want to have this true love everyone is talking about. But you have to have it. And you go and manifest, oh my God, when I'm going to meet this true love. And then it doesn't sit well with you. You feel tensed inside.
This is crazy, huh? Like, I love this.
You know, this is all taking a completely.
I know. I'm
different
like,
turn
wow,
to-
this is like so great, because I feel like nowadays we live this such fast-paced life, and especially life that's on social media and it's Instagram and it looks perfect and it's this and that. Whereas, for example, I've went through things, just talking about social media, where I've set up like photo shoots to be like, today I'm going to bake these recipes, which I never bake and I never am in my kitchen. I don't even bloody cook. And it took me years to be like, why are you setting up these photo shoots that one, you don't even like, two, you're pretending to do stuff. You're not even being the real person that you are. And something that people love to see on my Instagram is when I just say to Amanda, just follow me today. And she'll film me working. She'll film me on my walk mat with my laptop. She'll film me at the gym. She'll film me with Tiger. She'll film me going to have a matcha. She'll film me giving job interviews. I've even been given job interviews. There's been 5 people waiting and she's filming and they're thinking, what the hell is she doing? But it's just because I show that realness and people are like, that's the work that goes in behind it all. So I think what your angle is, like, if you want to meet a man and you want him to drive a Ferrari and own his own business and have afternoon tea at the Son Vida Hotel, well, get yourself to, you know, I don't know, the
Son Vida Hotel.
to the Son Vida Hotel or the Ferrari garage and just hang out there and be like, no, I'm all right, just have a coffee, I'm fine. Just looking at the colours.
Do you think that people have got to be, that some people are unrealistic with what they're...
Oh, I feel some people are super irresponsible and they are... I don't want to offend anyone, but...
Oh,
Go for it.
You're
okay,
welcome to
I'm
Trendy
offending
Talk.
everyone.
You ain't
People
offending
are
anybody.
lazy, people are irresponsible, and they behave like kids. No one wants to grow up nowadays. And growing up is take responsibilities for your life, into your life. I know so many people who, like my friends, my former friends, who just wanted to get married to a rich guy so they don't need to work and they don't need to do anything. And why? Why?
How old are you?
30.
You're 30.
Yeah, but in my culture, like I should have been married by 19 and have like 3 kids by now.
Right, okay.
Okay. And are you married?
I'm married and I don't have kids.
How long have you been married for?
3 years.
Did you manifest him?
Well,
I love the honesty. I love it.
I don't know, but I always wanted to marry a British guy.
Really?
Yeah.
And is he?
He's British by passport, but he grew up in Ibiza. So
Okay, all
when
right.
he was 7 years old, his family moved to Ibiza and he's like more Spanish. It
Oh,
doesn't
that's-
even have like a strong accent. I always wanted to. But by
Have a
papers,
British
yes.
guy. Have a Prince William in your life. Oh, that's so nice. I love that. Well, when you talk about that, there is a really big German influencer. You know the girl Janine, and she's got the twins.
Yes.
So, I mean, she's got like millions of followers. And I started following her because she had two twins and she was like always showing her workouts. And she was like, wow, I was like, I want to be like that girl. I even went through a phase of like wanting twins. Do you remember this? Where I was
Yes.
like, I want to have twins. I want to be like this girl. And what happened was, my husband bought an apartment in Germany and she lived below.
Oh my God.
Because then one day I was like walking the dog or whatever, and I was like, that building's in her Instagram pictures. And then, of course, I'm going to her Instagram and I'm like, wait, she's always showing this building. And then I asked in the building and she lived there. So then what happened was, and this just shows you the shiny life of Instagram, she's got her nice handbags and her watches and her jewelry and the perfect husband and the perfect twins and everything. And apparently when they were moving out of their apartment, the removal people, I had spoken to them in the elevator and I was like, oh, are they moving out? And they were like, yeah. They went, whoa, what a weird apartment. And I was like, oh, why, how? And they said they had these rules up between her and her husband, like, do not talk when I'm talking. Like, when the kids are in bed, you have to be in that room. There was like written out all these rules. And she's recently left said husband.
Said perfect husband.
Said perfect husband. And recently, it's like, oh, I was in a restaurant in Berlin and I seen the two kids come in. And I said to my husband, I was like, that Janine girl's going to come in here because our kids are in here. And he's like, who? And I'm like, I was like, I'm showing him. And he's like, okay. And she didn't come in. It was the ex-husband. And I was like, oh, I wonder where she is. So I was looking at her Instagram where she was. And I found out that apparently she'd left him because she was like, he can't offer me what I want in life. And she wants like the Birkin bags and then this and that. And it is something that you see a lot, and especially like a place like Dubai, like where women are like, I want to have that bag. If I have that bag, I'll be happy. If I have that car, I'll be happy. If I live in that place, I'll be happy. Oh, if I have that jewelry, if I have and it's like, and believe me, haven't we all been through that?
Oh, 100%.
Oh, if I have that bag, or if I have that picture, or if it just doesn't work like that. And I think manifestation is like, stop. What do you really want?
Exactly. Because it's usually never a bag. It's something what is behind that bag. Why do you want this bag? Why do you need Birkin? Because deeply inside, you're so afraid that if everyone around you have that Birkin and you don't, they're going to exclude you. They're going to laugh behind your back. It's called social death in therapy. So you're so afraid and you can't manifest from fear. It's never going to work. When I have chills and everything. So when you're manifesting from fear, you're trying to cover some patches in your personality you have. And this, for me, the word that is associated the most with manifestation is authenticity. First, you need to know who you are. Then you will manifest what you really want. Like step by step. It's not like you can't manifest, like, for example, for me now, Birkin bag is something I cannot imagine because, like, I would feel like I'm stupid spending 20,000 euros on a bag. But I know people for whom it's okay and who is like, okay, I'm manifesting my perfect Birkin bag because I need to go and, I don't know, I'm going to that networking event in London where I need to have it so people look at me and understand that I'm on their level. That's completely
So do you think that people are, when you're saying about like the fear thing, so people are masking, like, I think that the thing that I remember from when I was doing a bit of therapy was a bit like what you were saying. It was I had to look deeper within me to know me in order to sort of change things. You know, this was after my divorce and everything. And what I was kind of told was that I was using other people, places and things to kind of hide behind that kind of thing, to not show the real me, the authentic me. And as soon as I was to push that aside and put forward my kind of where I wanted to be, not necessarily what's your 5-year plan, because that would have been me taking it too far ahead. It was like, what do you want now? What do you envisage now? What would make you happy? You know, even what I had to do was do small things. It was even like, what do you want for your dinner tonight? It was think that kind of thing, to get to know me, to get to love me, and then move on to the next stage. So do you think it's a case of people are using, you know, sort of hiding behind a mask?
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, especially, I feel like it's a problem in our society still, and for women mostly, we are not letting ourselves to want something. Because especially when you have kids, you do everything for kids. When you have husband, you do everything for your husband. And when someone is asking, what do you really want? A lot of the times, you don't know what you want, because you kind of conditioned to be a good girl for everyone else around you, not for yourself.
I get that with women, like losing themselves, absolutely. When, for example, just going back to materialistic things, sometimes I think this is something that I had experienced when I was growing up, even from a little girl. Like even I would play like golf, and I was also a good runner. And I remember that, for example, like when we went to buy like new running shoes for me, my dad would be like, that's an investment into you being able to do better. So there was recently something that I was like, I really want this. And it was just like in my head, did I really, really, really need this? No. But I was like, I really want this. And like, maybe I was manifesting it. I was like visualizing myself. I was like, I can't wait to even like have a clip of it on my Instagram. And it was a pink MacBook. I really wanted like the pink Mac. I was like, I want to see all my businesses correctly. I want to organize my accounts. And this is going to freaking help me. So I was like, I want to save up for this, because I knew that even though it was a materialistic thing, I was like, that is going to help me in the future. And it was like just stupid, even just like stupid things. Sometimes I feel like as a woman that I'm like, I really, even just like having like something like a clean car, even though it's a stupid little like materialistically thing, you're like, I'm a woman that's got my shit together. Like my car is clean, my energy is clean, I've got my shit together, I've got my businesses. And sometimes just something so small like that can like help you in the day. I don't understand the whole, I've got to walk into a restaurant with my Birkin bag. Great, good for you, you know. But I do I believe there's other materialistic things you can buy and manifest that will help you grow.
No, take you forward. So how do you get people to sort of break down the barriers, and how do you get them to start working on manifesting things and everything then?
So first thing is to feel it in your body, and the better thing to do it alone, when you're just sitting down and say your wish out loud. You just say it. And usually when it's not right for you, you would feel it in your body. It's like a knot in your stomach, or like it's something in your throat, you can't even say it correctly, or you have a little bit of anxiety, or your shoulders go up. So your body is really connected, your brain and your body, emotions, everything is related. But we live, like you said, in such a fast world that we usually ignore our wants and needs. So if you start to pay attention to these little details, what your body tells you, you will be much happier as a person, I think, for everyone.
So how do you get people to start doing it? Do they write things first, or how do you do that from
No, how we doing at the workshop? So the thing is, for artists, for creative people, for sportsmen, it's much easier to manifest. Because when you're so concentrated on something, for doing like something for long, you probably know that when you run, you get in that state when you don't care what time of the day it is, you don't want to eat, you don't want to drink, you just there. So there, it's when your brain functions on a theta wave. And it's like a deep meditation, what you can reach through deep meditation, like almost like a trance side.
Yeah.
That's the idea to reach, to manifest.
But that's extremely hard to reach that.
Yeah.
I can say in my life, I've done it twice.
No.
Once I was running a race when I was about 13, and there was a part of the race I don't remember. And all I remember of the race, I felt like I was having an outer body experience and that I could see myself.
I mean, that's like a super deep.
Yeah.
Wow.
So there was even like a thing on like Tiger Woods that he was talking about. There's some points in some of his championships that he can't even remember. And it's you're in that mental state. And I remember there was a part of the race that I was like, I don't even remember that part. And I just remembered I was just visualizing myself running. And then another time was actually in yoga with Danae. I don't know if you know Danae.
No, I don't.
And we were in Shavasana. And it took me a while to come out of it. And I said to her, God, were you like pushing on me? And she was like, no. And I was like, God, the floor was like taking me. And she was like, no, I wasn't even touching you. And I was really like in a heavy state. But it's hard to get into that.
Yeah, but what
especially
you're talking
in the
about,
world we live in.
Exactly. What you're talking about is already like a deeper. I'm talking about we call it runner's high. You know, when you're just really happy. Like that you don't think about anything else but doing what you're doing. So creatives have it a lot. When you're deep into your process, and it's usually need to be related to your body. You can reach it through meditation, but it's more difficult than when you reach it through something physical.
So how do you do it then? Through art?
Well, I just paint. I just make sure that I don't have... I usually put some frequencies on the background. It helps. Like frequencies with some different waves. I don't know if you know.
Yeah, I know about it.
No,
Yeah,
but could you
like
explain it? I don't know what you're talking about.
So basically like
What, like the
different
wheel noises?
Yeah, like I don't know, the beach sounds and stuff like that. But it needs to have like some frequencies enhanced in them.
Yeah. So did you do one time, have you done breath work before?
No.
Never?
No.
Never?
No, because I breathe every day, so I don't need to learn about
exactly
it.
What my mom said.
Right.
And I nailed that, you know.
During breath work, it's kind of music that has a kind of, right, you know in yoga.
A rhythmic thing.
Yeah, it's like,
Right, okay. Like a sound bath.
Kind of, yeah.
Sound bath, yeah, as well.
She's done a sound bath.
I've done a sound bath.
She fell asleep.
Twice.
And started snoring.
Or add some music to the
Yeah.
to the sound bath.
Yeah.
But it's actually really good. It means that you are getting to that state really fast. That
Okay.
not many people can do it. If you learn how to control it, you can be a very powerful manifester.
Yeah, manifestor, yeah.
Manifestator.
Yeah. So, so basically, so you do it like, you've got the frequencies on.
Yeah.
And then what happens?
And you're painting.
And I make sure I don't have any series or anything on the background. Because usually when I paint, I put something on watching on YouTube or whatever.
Right.
So, but when you have that, you basically put a lot of rubbish in your head. So the goal is not to have anything, just frequencies and to work. And in like hour or two, you realize that it's been like 4 hours and you thought that you just started.
Okay. So when you do workshops, this is how you're getting people...
No, when we do workshop, we do like a shortcut. We start with the breath work.
Right.
So the idea is to feel calm and relaxed. You can do it without breath work, you can do with hug. You can just hug each other or hug yourself if you don't have anyone. Like stay in front of the mirror, hug yourself and start to go like that in front of the mirror so you see it, so your neuron connection, like mirror neurons, they called activated. And when you hold yourself, you have a lot of oxytocin released. And oxytocin is the against stress, so you calm yourself down. And when you're in that calm state, you more naturally think of your real desires because you're not guided by fear, because you kind of got rid of that fake fear from your body.
Nah, I can't hug myself in the mirror.
I don't know.
I'm all for manifestation and manifesting, but I'm not for hugging myself in the bloody mirror. Nah.
Then you can do breath work.
Oh no, don't get me started on that.
Okay.
Nah. Done breath work twice. All that does is give me a coughing attack. Nah. I feel like, and last time I did breath work, I actually just didn't do it.
Oh, okay.
I just went into this heated blanket and I was like...
Toasty.
No. Yeah, it was nice and toasty. And I thought, I'm going to listen to her and it's nice. And then afterwards they were like, oh, tell us how you felt. And I was like, I actually didn't do it, to be honest. I just don't... The breathwork thing doesn't... Everyone is all different, right? So what works for me is different from what works for you, what works for Jennifer, everything. I understand the state that you're talking about because... Can't believe I'm saying this, but when I do an ice bath, I reach that state of just calm.
Exactly.
And my aura ring is said to me a few times, it'll ping up and be like, you've been at your calmest. And it's just when I've been in the ice bath. And it's just when you're not thinking about anything and you're just like complete peace.
Is that not called zoning out?
Yeah, zoning out.
Yeah.
Zone out.
Right.
Yep.
See, but the thing is, for me, zoning out means thinking of completely nothing.
Yeah, but that's what it is. It's reaching that. But how can we think of nothing in a day where you've got Instagram up your arse, you've got social media, you've got your job, you've got your boss, you've got your life, you've got your husband, you've got here, there, and everywhere. It's like, you know.
But exactly, how can you manifest anything? How can you think of yourself when you're so busy running around doing things for other people?
Yeah, this is the thing. It's the bit. That's what I'm going to bring into 2026.
But see, that's where it brings me back to that buzzword thing. See, I would just say, oh, I was zoned out, you know, and that just meant I just wasn't.
Yeah, but it's
thinking,
when you're zoned out.
I wasn't even. So I feel like what you're saying is you're concentrating, like hugging yourself. You're concentrating on yourself. When I zone out, I'm thinking of nothing. You know, I'm not even thinking of me.
But you didn't do it with intention. When next time you do something, when you feel so relaxed and calm, try to think about what you want. Like, it can be anything. Maybe you will discover that you want, I don't know, sushi for dinner. And it's fine. Or maybe you'll decide that you want a new car, which is fine as well.
Did you know for only $3.99 a month, you can get an extra 20-minute X-rated podcast of Trendy Talk over on Patreon? So what are you doing? Go over there now and hit that subscribe.
Yes, new car.
Oh, we definitely want a new car.
Mum wants a new car.
I want a new car.
Well, let's
There you go, manifest it. So yeah, for example, right, let's say
I'll give you a laugh, actually. See, when I was driving to here today, that's exactly what I was thinking about, was actually the new car. And I thought, I wonder if I should go to Barcelona and get the car, or should I get it here? I must look into getting it in Barcelona. And I swear to God, that's what I was thinking about.
But that's kind of manifesting.
Exactly.
It's kind of,
Exactly.
yeah, because it's like visualizing it. You know, it's like you want to visualize, like, I'm driving my new car. What does my new car feel like? Okay, it's got leather seats. I want leather seats. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I want leather seats. Okay, I can feel the nice cold air in my ass. Okay, I want the seats that have the fan on it. Okay, I'm going to walk up to it and it's going to be black and shiny and I'm going to see my reflection on it. Okay, I want a black car. You write down everything you want and you're like, how am I going to get that? If you don't financially have the funds, how am I going to get this?
Right,
it's not just going to be like,
So
I want a new car.
That's the rational part of your brain comes, and rational part is usually trying to protect you from doing things.
Rational part's the boring part, isn't it?
100%, yeah.
Okay.
Because, like, on contrary to popular belief, our brain doesn't want us to be successful and live in our comfort zone and all that. The whole idea of our brain is for us to survive. Because we see everything as a threat. Like you see in your aura ring, like you, I don't know, ate food you didn't want to and it goes up in stress for whatever reason. But it's the same stress as like a million years ago people faced when they were about to die. So now we scroll in Instagram and we get as stressed as people like many years ago were facing when it was a real threat, when they were about to be, I don't know, eaten by a tiger.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. So still, our brain wants to protect us from everything. And when you start to rationalize it, you usually rationalizing it, why not to do things? And it's like, oh no, I'm okay.
Yeah,
like
because
that.
it's a fear.
Yeah.
It's a fear
So
factor.
if somebody, let's say we're getting a watcher from Trendy Talk, they are 30 years old, a yoga teacher, and she really wants to meet a rich man in Costa and Blanes and have a Birkin bag and drive a Ferrari. That's her manifestation. How is she going to get there? Like, how can she manifest that?
Or will she really feel comfortable about that? Because getting a Ferrari when you don't even have a driving license is not realistic. Getting a Ferrari when you drive, Fiat Stilo is not realistic. You yourself are not going to feel good about yourself. Like, when you imagine yourself in the future, when you already got all of this stuff, you still need to feel calm. A lot of the people, when they think about expensive cars, they're like, okay, I'm going to have a Ferrari. But when you think about paying for a garage to store your Ferrari, it's already 200 euros extra you need to pay if you want a public garage.
No, at least.
Yeah, if you probably would want a private one. So he's like, oh my God, I have a salary of 2,000. I can't afford having a garage. Even if someone will come and give me that Ferrari, I won't even be able to maintain that. So you're already thinking about it with too much stress.
Is there a difference between manifestation and dreaming?
Yeah, kind of. Manifestation makes you to act on that. Dreaming is that you think that magically someone will come and get it to you.
Okay.
Or you will win a lottery, or I don't know.
See, I think that's what the issue is out there, is there's a lot of there's mixing the manifestation with dreaming. And that's why you see all this I manifested my dream husband and now I have a massive diamond ring and I'm flying my private plane. And you're like, are you?
But that's the thing, that's what I was trying to say earlier. Is,
sign up to my course.
I know, it's unrealistic what people are thinking. It's like what you're saying, if you haven't got the means to pay for the parking space,
Yeah.
you're being unrealistic about it. So it's that kind of, you have to be realistic about what it is you're manifesting in the first place.
It needs to feel good with you.
Right.
Maybe Ferrari is too much, but maybe new, Range Rover is okay.
Yeah.
Because you're like, okay, I see myself driving a Range Rover. I can just go and ask for a loan for that. Or maybe you see that your boyfriend can give it to you because it's not too much. So it's enough for you to hold. It's like going to the gym. You go into the gym, you don't start with 100 kilos. You start with empty bar, probably. And then your muscles hurt. And then when you build your muscles, you add a little bit and you continue. And then you do something what in the beginning you couldn't even imagine. So same with your wish. You grow with that. You grow as a person, but it's your job. It's your responsibility to...
So it takes action from within you, obviously. Yeah.
I think one big thing that obviously makes this topic so unrealistic is also what you see in social media and what people perceive and what people show and the reality that's behind it. I mean, I know people that's they'll go, I don't know, post a picture and they're in this place and they make it out as if they own the place, and you're like, that's not your house, but somebody not knowing that would look at it and be like, God, he's got a really nice house. Wow, where is he getting that from?
I know people who rent a private jet to have a photo shoot. Not even fly, just to have a photo shoot, they fly in a private jet.
Yeah.
To sell their cruises, to sell. But then it's the question to us as a society. Why do we believe in people who show us that more than people who don't show us that?
Yeah, it's true.
So when you talk about, doing things with your art and everything, what kind of art is it? Is it with colour, watercolours, oils?
To be honest, anything you do with your hands would work. Whatever you like. It can be even journaling, because it's writing is still part of art.
I hate journaling.
Yeah, me too. I never liked it.
I actually did like it when I did it.
Yeah, exactly. When you did it, it's no one keeps it up that long.
No, I mean, when I say I did it for, if I'm being realistic, 6 months, 8 months.
No, that's good.
Right.
It's a lot. It's amazing.
I'm like 6 or 8 days and then I'm over it.
Yeah,
I've
2
got
weeks
so
for me.
many notebooks, like about 20 different notebooks where I keep buying notebooks and I'll go, this is the one. This is one where I'm going to write and I'm going to journal. And, you know, and then you see all these girls and they're like, I woke up at 5 and I had my ice bath and I journaled for 2 hours and I had my matcha. And you're like,
No,
did
you
you?
didn't.
You're like, oh yeah. And I made recipes and then I did my workout. Then I got my 10,000 steps in and now it's only 6:30 a.m. And you're like, whoa, like, wait a minute.
To you,
Like,
Victoria Beckham.
I learned 6 languages in one day. You're like, right. So it's like I don't like the journaling thing.
Well, that's the thing. That's the beauty. Like, even if we sold on Instagram that we all have to do the same things, the beauty about our lives is to find what works for us. Like, you mentioned the ice bath when it's like you feel the most calmest and you're like,
I like the ice bath.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
that's
ice
your
bath.
hug. That's
My
basically
thing.
your hug.
Also, I like if I feel a bit like witchy, I will bring out the oracle cards. Is it called
Yeah,
oracle
oracle
cards?
cards.
Yeah, I'll bring them out and I'll do my witchiness.
Really?
Yeah,
All right. Okay.
I knock on them 3 times. That cleans them. Then I shuffle them.
Right. Okay.
Then I put them out. Then I take a deep breath and then I like ask myself like really what is it like I'm wanting? It could be a question, it could be a feeling. Then I pick a card and that's like my answer.
All right.
Yeah.
That's did you?
So, and then what happens? It's kind of like a part of the manifestation. The same thing. So you set your intention, you read your oracle card, and then there is a part of our brain what protects us from failure. It's to prove that you're right. So it's like you mention a car, then you're going to go around and everyone is going to talk about buying a car. You're going to see your dream car. That's your brain looking to prove that you're right.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Right, there are a couple of things then.
Go on.
Right, so first of all, like you're saying about journaling, manifesting, all the rest of it, is I write a to-do list. Whenever it's my day off, the night before, I write a to-do list. Is that not just part of manifestation?
No.
It's part of your responsibilities.
That's
No,
just your to-do list.
you're already that person who's doing this.
Right.
Manifestation is more about becoming that person who
Right.
has other things.
My next thing is,
Yeah.
I've been to see fortune tellers a few times,
Okay.
right? Now, one of them years ago, she used to talk about things happening in like a period of time. So if she said it will happen in a 3, so it could be 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years, right? So just to give you an example. So she said, you're going to have a curry in 7. And 7 days later, the boyfriend that I had at the time, we went out for dinner and made a curry. So I felt that everything that she had told me was going to come true.
Okay.
But I almost feel like I was looking for it in everything that I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was almost forcing it to happen without it naturally happening. Whereas I feel like if it's something that because she was telling me, oh, this is, because she took a piece of your jewellery and you had your cards. It was when you were saying about the cards that reminded me. And, I felt like, oh, this is what's coming from me, But it wasn't me wanting that. It was her telling me this is what's going to happen in your future. And I almost looked for it and willed it to happen, and purposely everything that happened, I went, oh, that's because she said I was going to do that in 7 days. Well, it could have just been that it just happened today, but so it's kind of like your brain, like what you're saying about your brain and everything like that. It's playing tricks on you.
Well, you're right. So, because
Yeah.
I'll put my mum in a situation. My mum is newly just moved apartment,
Okay.
right? So when we were there the other day, you were like, I'm going to have a sofa here. I'm going to move that big chair there. That is like you kind of manifesting that, right? You were like, you're like looking for furniture now. So it's like writing down, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, like, what is it Jennifer really wants? You might really want in your new apartment this really nice bowl of perfect lemons. But people that are like, I manifested my perfect lemons, where are they? They're not here. It's like, that's never going to happen. You have to be like, I want 10 perfect lemons. Where am I going to get these perfect lemons? How am I going to get them?
Right.
So it would be like me when I was a little girl and I was like, I want to be a professional golfer. How am I going to get there? Okay, I need to get my short game better. How am I going to get my short game better? Okay, I need to do this, this, and this, and this. And you go and you do it. And you're visualizing it and you're manifesting it. You're putting it out there. Whereas your fortune teller, you're getting that mixed up with kind of like, you're thinking of when things happen for a reason. Yes. That is just things happening for a reason. Whereas in manifestation, it's not going to happen just magically. It's going to happen because you did something for it to happen. For example,
Right,
I got my
you.
short game better, which then led me
'Cause I
on to be a
practice
professional.
20 hours a day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right, got you.
Exactly.
Correct.
But from the other side, what is like placebo effect? What's bad about that? It's amazing. You think that something is going to happen and it's happening. Incredible.
Well, do you know what I don't get? Quite a few people do this, and I'm like, and recently I've been noticing it that I'm doing. Oh, see when your phone goes 11:11. What the hell was that about? Who cares? I was like with Jackie the other day, and she went, "Oh, 11:11."
I always make a wish when it's 11:11.
Oh, well, that's the thing.
That's the thing. You basically, in life, you in general create yourself some hooks to come back to that mental state when you feel good. So that's what we do with manifestation. We make like a manifestation card where you can look at and remember that state you've been to, like state of calmness, state of feeling good, state of feeling happy. So with me, when I see 11:11, because 11 is my birth number. So every time I see it, I believe that I'm going to make a wish and it's going to come true. It's 100% magical thinking. It doesn't work, but it makes me feel happier. And when I'm feeling happier, I'm more likely to do something what will, I don't know, continue making me happier.
Yes, correct.
Working towards my wish.
Right. Okay.
Right. So my new apartment is it's
Oh, here we
the
go.
apartment
It's
of-
floor 11, number 11 on.
no 10 13. Right. So I was meant to be born on the 13th of the 10th month. So the minute I seen it, I said to my husband, well, it was meant to be. And he looked at it and went, what are you talking about? And I said, well, look, that says 10:13. I said, and I should have been born on the 13th of the 10th. I said, so it's meant
That's
to be.
you doing what your psychic's doing.
I know.
And
then our parking space is parking space number 10. So again, I'm like,
there you go. Well, don't you think that my uncle is a Monsignor in the church? And recently we met with him and we were talking about how like churches are not as busy as they used to be. And I believe that it's like anything like manifestation or your 11:11 thing or your 10:13 thing or whatever it is that works for you, your ice baths, your cold face plunges, whatever. It's all kind of not a religion, but it's like a belief. And some people have like crystals.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think it's just having that belief in your life.
Yeah.
No matter what it is. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Come on, spirituality is a new religion.
The thing is, the way I was told things was religion is man-made and spirituality, well, that's just something that you believe in and that's it. Nobody can sort of question it. You know, I believe that, I don't believe in God or anything like that, but I believe that there's something bigger than me. And what shape it is, what colour, what taste, what smell, whatever it is, I don't know, but I don't need to know as long as it's there. And I feel like there always has been something there. But religion, I don't believe in religion. I don't, you know.
Well, I feel like religion gives a lot of people a sense of direction. And in the world today, it's something what we lacking. Because exactly we can look at Instagram and see how everyone is doing better than you, because we have a tendency to compare ourselves. You look at the person who live in a completely different country, completely different lifestyle, and you still compare her to you when you have zero connection, zero relations. And you're like, no, she's better. She's happier. I need to be like that. I need to be like her. And still, when you have religion in your life, I think it gives you time to calm down, like during prayers, or you meet with people who are kind of think in the same way as you do, at least once a week. But I don't think it's necessary at all. I think finding time for yourself to be alone with your thoughts, it's what necessary.
Yeah, but I think that's what church is about.
Yeah,
Do you know
yeah,
what I mean?
100%.
But the funny thing is, see if Kylie Jenner posted next week that she was going to church. Oh, we would all be going to church.
Yeah, 100%.
But because she's posting about, oh, I'm sound bathing and I'm this and I'm that, oh, let's all do that, you know? So, I don't know. I think some influencers should go to church. There you go.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
the thing, I
definitely.
don't, as you say, if people get comfort from it, and, you know, religion has its place and everything like that, and if people get comfort from it, that's great. And that, as you say, it's a place that people come together and that they feel
Not judged.
safe, and, you know, they're with like-minded people, you know, that's the thing, you know.
Even now,
Well, why
like,
not?
sorry, but where can you go nowadays where you don't get judged? You get judged all the time, looked up and down, you know. But whereas when you go to church, no one cares.
I know.
Well, I mean, I don't really know.
There
I
was
don't
something
really go all the
that
time.
you touched on earlier, Lena, and it reminded me of a conversation you and I once had years ago, and we were in the car, and I was going through my divorce at the time and everything, and it was really messy and everything, and Lauren asked me a question, and she said to me, "Why can't you just be happy, Mum?" And my answer was, because I don't have this house, I don't have this car, I don't have that husband, I don't have that boyfriend, and I don't have that X amount of money in the bank. And it was, you touched on it there as well, you know, that when people compare themselves to, you know, other people, oh, she's better than me, or he's got this, or they've got that. It's that kind of, the grass is always greener. You look on the other side of the fence and those people are always happy. And it wasn't until a few years later, as I say, I went to therapy and things like that, and we did different things. And it got pointed out to me, and I had never thought of it this way, never. They said to me, but see how you're looking over the fence at the other people? Do you not think they're looking over the fence at you and saying, look at her, she's living, at that time I was living in Germany, she's living in Germany, she's living her best life. She's, you know, going on these holidays and going there, but I didn't see it that way. And I think what you're talking about with, you know, like manifesting and taking that time and hugging yourself and whatever it may be, is taking that minute to connect with yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's what it is. I get it now.
Also, we're talking about manifestation now as only a good thing, right? Like, it's what you want. I'm putting it out there of what I want. But manifestation also work in a negative way as well.
Right, perfect. So like, if you don't like some person,
Well,
curse them.
That's not that. The manifestation, it only works within you. It's only about you. So when you have your inside of your head, you have the talk, oh, I'm not good enough for that, or I'm not worthy of that, that you basically program in your brain on not being that person. Like, you, I don't know, think, oh, I'm not made for opportunities, or I'm not made to be I don't know, a manager or whatever, or own my own business. But what you think you want is to be a CEO. And even if someone comes to you and say, oh, you would be perfect for that job, you wouldn't take it. You wouldn't take steps necessary for that.
Got it.
That's like a negative side of manifestation. I feel like no one talks about it because no one cares. Because we only care about putting out their materialistic things to achieve, to show off on Instagram.
Amen. There you go. That's been so interesting.
It's
God,
really been interesting.
Now I'm going to be one of them. Like, I manifested my perfect life.
But you are doing it every day.
2026. Here we go. Oh, what is your kind of goals for 2026?
Survive.
Surviving. That's a good one.
I don't know. I really don't like thinking about that, because when I put a goal, it usually goes in an unexpected way, and I'm not ready for my life to turn in an unexpected way.
But what are you manifesting, let's say, for the future? Are you manifesting anything?
I'm manifesting a Spanish passport.
Oh, really?
Oh, good on you. Well done.
I would love a Spanish passport.
Just
Well, maybe it's your manifestation for 2026.
I know, but then I'm going to be like you said, lazy. I can't be bothered doing all the exams and the paperwork. I'm like, oof. No, that won't be in my manifestation plans.
If only we had an Irish granny, we'd be all right.
I know, it's true. I know. It's true. But I think now is like the perfect time for people to really get, thinking about those things and what to manifest for the next year coming.
Yeah, I feel, like New Year resolutions.
Yes.
But we always we always put too much pressure on ourselves with New Year resolution. I'm reading the New Year resolution from my past year, like from the previous year, and I'm like, I wanted to be a superwoman. I don't know. I'm not that person.
You're the superwoman. I mean, today you've made my day.
Well, you certainly changed my mind of things.
Yeah, so there you go.
Okay.
So
you go.
going back to your art, like, what kind of art do you focus on?
Well, I work in a figurativism, in expressive figurativism. It's like very colorful portraits usually, or hummingbirds.
Of what?
Hummingbirds.
All right, wow.
Nice.
Oh, cute. Oh, wait, where can we see your work?
Here in Mallorca.
Yeah.
Here in Mallorca, there are 2 restaurants where I have my exposition. It's Bazaar in Plaza Koi in the center, and a bar called Sprit Stop, also in the center.
Cute. There you go.
Looking forward to seeing that now.
Yes, of course. We will, of course, put your Instagram and everything down below in the description.
But if you're going to be in Paris in February,
Oh, hello, Fashion Week.
All right.
I'm going to have an exposition in a Grand Palace.
How are you? Good for you.
Well done. Congratulations.
Thank you.
February's like a great time because it's Fashion Week then.
Yeah, but it's, I don't know, not my favorite time in Paris in February.
Oh, enjoy it. Oh my God. I love Paris at any time of the year.
Yeah, I love Paris anytime, probably except for February.
Well, that's fantastic.
But exactly that's how manifestation works, because you're concentrating on something that worked for me so many times in my life. I used to hate math at school. I thought that math is not for me. I have a master's in economics. I used to hate English. I thought at school I would skip classes. I almost cry. I didn't want to go to school so much. I was saying that it's the stupidest language. No one speaks it. Blah, blah, blah.
Look at you now.
Look at me now.
You're like better English
And
than
then
me.
I was like, okay, I want to have a British husband.
Yeah, there you go.
there you go.
I know, true.
Tick, tick, tick.
There you go. Well, thank you so much for
Thank you for
sharing
coming.
and like inspiring. And I think you've got us all thinking about what we should be manifesting for the future. So
Well,
thank you so much.
Thank
Thank you,
you. It was
darling.
amazing.
Yeah, and we hope this episode was aspiring to you guys as well. We will, of course, put all of her details down below. Yeah. Stay trendy, guys, and see you at the next one.
Bye, guys.
Perfect. We'll do pictures.
That was a good one.
Oh my God.